Many of us equate culture with nation, which is partly due to the work of Hofstede. Hofstede used 5 dimensions of culture to identify differences between cultures. He then classified countries based on these dimensions, which led to comparisons between countries being made. But what about differences within countries? For example, there is great cultural variation between people in the north versus people in the south of England, or between Quebecois and other Canadians. Hofstede's model has been criticised as being overly simplistic and static, and it's therefore limited in its usefulness. Culture is better understood as being fluid and multi-layered. Why is culture relevant to education? Teaching and instructional design are inherently social processes. Therefore, culture is highly relevant to learning and the design of learning environments. However, there are challenges in designing for culture. Designers and instructors must identify their own cultural bias. E-learning environments are culturally constructed, as are the technologies that may be used in those environments. How can we be made aware of our own cultural context that may become embedded in our teaching and instructional designs and is then projected onto the learning environment? Care must be taken not to reinforce stereotypes and to prevent new forms of essentialist versions of culture from emerging. Much of the research in this area has focused on a particular group, or on the differences between national cultures and their learners. For example, some studies sought to understand how the Asian learner learns. There is a danger that this could lead to the unhelpful reinforcement of stereotypes. Moreover, trying to understand cultural ways of learning will only provide a snapshot at any given time because of the continuing evolution of beliefs, values, and behaviours. The potential for the emergence of a third culture must be acknowledged. It is possible that culture will be collaboratively constructed by the learners. That is, those participating will create the third culture of the e-learning environment. This third culture of the learning environment will be different every time the class is taught, and so educators need to be flexible in order to support this. Those involved with the development or delivery of e-learning courses should see culture as a verb rather than as a noun.